Mes atvykome į fermą.
We have one goal together, that is we want to be organic.
Bėgam ekskursiją aplink gyvenvietę.
So these are the old houses.
I think it's a nice house. I think it's nice.
Beautiful. And they also try to get
Sveiki bičiuliai, mano vardas Ignas, kas nepažįstate. Šiandieną jums parodysiu vaizdo įrašą apie Munksøgård bendruomenę Danijoje. Šiek tiek papasakosiu iš pradžių, kaip aš ten atsidūriau. Lapkričio 10-14 dienomis vyko Baltijos šalių gyvenviečių tinklo suvažiavimas. Ir jis vyko tokioje Halingelilė Danijos bendruomenėje. Atvyko žmonės iš 11 skirtingų šalių. Buvo nemažai mūsų, susipažinome vieni su kitais, išgirdome aktualijas, kurios vyksta šalyje, išgirdome jų problemas, bendrus taškus, kaip matome pasaulį. Taip pat ieškojome galimybių bendradarbiavimui, kad galėtume kurti bendrus projektus ir panašiai. Tai buvo tikrai įdomus laikas tiek susipažinti su Danijos bendruomenėmis, tiek susipažinti su kitų šalių atstovais ir kitų šalių bendruomenių nariais. Taip, o šiandienos vaizdo įrašas bus apie Munksøgård bendruomenę. Mes į ją vykome vieną dieną tiesiog kaip ekskursiją, kad galėtume praplėsti savo akiratį, pamatyti dar vieną bendruomenę. Tai turėjome šiek tiek pasivaikščiojimo po pačią bendruomenę, jūs pirmoje vaizdo įrašo dalyje tai ir pamatysite. Kai mes vaikštome, buvo du žmonės, kurie lydėjo dvi skirtingas grupės. Tai vienoje grupėje buvo Raimundas, kuris filmavo su viena kamera, o aš kitoje buvau grupėje ir filmavau su kita kamera, tai matysite skirtingus vaizdus ir skirtingus pasakotojus. O antroje dalyje bus konkretus žmogus, kuris pasakoja daugiau apie save ir apie pačią bendruomenę. Tai tiesiog bendruomenės narys, Munksøgård bendruomenės narys, kuris daugiau šiek tiek papasakos žodžiu. Tai pirma dalis toks pasivaikščiojimas, ekskursija, pamatymas, kokią struktūrą turi pati bendruomenė, o antroje dalyje pokalbis su bendruomenės nariu. Taigi, žiūrime. Raimundai, papasakokite, kur mes esame.
Mes atvykome į fermą.
Atvykome į kitą bendruomenę.
Jo, tai yra tipinė pradžia visokios bendruomenės. Tiesiog ferma.
Vat, kita bendruomenė įsikūrusi čia. Kažkodėl čia nemažai mašinų.
Čia yra bendruomenė, įsikūrusi buvusios fermos teritorijoje. Bendruomenės namas didelis, virtuvėlė ir ruošia mums maistą. Mūsų kompanija dideliam kambarį. Bendra skalbyklė su katilinė. Vaikų dūkimo kambarys.
Bėgam ekskursiją aplink eko gyvenvietę ir sugalvom, kad reikia bėgti. Pasiūliau aš šitą idėją ir va, visi bėgiojam dabar.
So these are the owned houses. And they are bigger than the rented ones.
Куда я могу приехать, а здесь все то же самое большое, вот для уже для воронки. Это муниципальное, это не
And as one of the only groups, they have solar panels here on there because they can buy.
It's
fine.
Yes, it's fine. But for us, it's not fine.
Where are you from in Russia?
Stogai padengti kriauklelėmis.
It's 5 kilometers.
I think it's a nice house. I think it's nice.
Beautiful.
And it's nice to be inside, but people would like to take you in, but they have a private. But you can see, there's any.
Vaikų žaidimo aikštelė. Tėvų žaidimo aikštelė.
That are, you know,
Jų daržai.
walk a little bit more. Is that okay?
Dar žydi.
So, but
Augalai.
that's not, I mean, then it's
Čia yra bendrieji daržai.
shop down there. And they also try to get when I came
Turi ir gyvūnų bendrų. Čia ganyklos. Bendruomenės ganykla. Nuomoja iš valstybės žemę. Mašinos, elektrinės mašinos, kuriam dalinasi.
Yeah, I think the community has bought in.
Dviračių sandėliukas gyvenvietėje. Ir daiktų atidavykla. Rašykit, ko reikia.
Yeah, because we have a group thing here, this place, so you can almost see this is the food, and we don't put it, we put also in the compost.
Yeah, because it's a coral island. It comes sailing from the Mediterranean.
That's it. That's the we have this is a big one. This is a smaller one, and then we also have for the summertime we need hot water, and we don't get it from the sun. We have it oil. But you only pay when it costs to have the car and the petrol and all that.
Bendruomenė turi savo parduotuvėlę. Įvairūs ekologiniai muilai, kava, gėrimai, šokoladai, įvairūs maistas ir sveriami produktai.
While we're walking,
Žibintų šventė Danijoje.
We will sing as well here in a circle after we did walking in a circle. And
I'm just an ordinary Danish person who has been living in the community since I was born, because I have a big group of sisters and brothers. I think it was 6 altogether. So in that way, I can't be living in a community most of my life. So what I think is, I like the idea of living with other people, because you can share, like we do, you can share everything, and you can share your joys and sorrows. But what I find is a big challenge in living this way. It is that we all human beings, we good and bad, and I mean, I think we also, yeah, you probably understand what I mean. So whatever whenever you are a human being, so you will have problems. When people are coming together, I think you always have to find out how to do things and how you have your meetings and how can you decide how you're doing. And I think that's a big challenge here in Munksøgård also. We have too many meetings. Are you living in communities around also?
Some
So you
of us.
know it? Isn't it a bit of the same?
Yeah.
And also when you have your meetings, like I said, you have a kind of personal, we call it a rygsæk. You have in your luggage, you have your personal things.
How many meetings do you have?
What do you call it?
How many meetings?
To the meetings?
Yeah, how many? Once
We have-
a month, once a week?
Oh, we have several. If you think in this week, just in this week, we had 4 meetings in our group.
Four.
So I tell you, we have like when you're living in this, you have a meeting for the group once a month. That's one meeting, 1 night, 2 hours. Then you're probably part of the group who is doing this room or looking after the kitchen or cooking food or looking after everything of the technique. Then you are in a local group. You also have maybe a meeting a month. That's just in your group. And then you can also have groups for fun, knitting, music. But that's about something else. A few meetings a month you have here. But then you're also part of the big one. And that's also a meeting a month. We have what we call the common meeting, where everybody's sitting like we're doing now, and there we take the big decisions. So that's maybe 4 times a year.
Where do you fit all the people?
Yeah, because not everybody's coming. But sometimes it can be up in this the straw bale house. It can be 100, maybe 80, 100. Mostly are. We have this we call the general assembly. Generalforsamling. That's also 2 times a year. So in that way, and then if you are a member of the board who's taking care of it, you also have a meeting once a month. Then everybody have a group here, working group, but they're also part of the garbage group or the people looking after the heating system, all that. So they also have a meeting maybe once a month. So then when you get it all together, you might have five meetings in a month. And then if you want to develop like the heating system, or you want to create a party, of course we also have to have fun. It's also not only meetings for all the difficult parties, but so you can have 5, 6 meetings in a month. Some people have a meeting 2 times every week. So I think that's a little bit hard. And then also, even if we are living in a place like this, we don't have all the same aims, goals. We have one goal together, that is we want to be organic, living organic. That's important, I think, that you have a common goal. But in other ways, economy, whatever, the way is spiritual. So you can be very different and not have the same goals. And I'm a bit spiritual too, and I'm doing my spiritual practice somewhere else, because it's not a part of being in here. Have you ever been to Danijoye in Italy?
No.
Yeah, it's just a great way. For me, it's a great place. They have the same, like, organic and all that, but they also have a kind of a structure for their spirituality. And we don't have that in here. So I sometimes miss that part of it. But okay, I do it somewhere else. And I have my practice at home, whatever. Music is the fun part. But I think the meetings and the way we behave on meetings, we're not always nice to each other. We try. If sometimes people get into a fight just about ideas. Some people like heating this way, some people like heating in another way. This has been a big discussion about how to do the heating. And some people, they got really up in the fight now, really. Not a physical fight. And I think sometimes we're not nice at the meetings. Do you have the same? Yeah, it's a bit of the same. So we have to learn to talk nicely to each other. And this if it happens, of course I have my responsibility to say, hey, wait a minute. Now you're not talking nice to each other in that way. So just to cook it down, I would say we're human beings. And being just human, then we're here on the earth to learn to be better beings, I think. We're not perfect. So that's what I would say, that we have, of course, a nice area, but it's difficult with all the meetings and agreements. And we try to work with this sociocratic method. Do you know about sociocratic? Yeah. And where you can, as long as people are people, you can do whatever system you like. It's still difficult. So that's what I was saying. But for me, I would choose it anyway, because I like living in this way we do, like we do here. We have so many possibilities and have also much fun. Especially in the summertime, we have a lot of outdoor party up at the shop. We do music up there. I'm the one doing the music also. So did we have other people play music? We're going to have a little music here tonight. Yes. I heard somebody playing piano. And a little bit guitar.
Yeah.
And I also have some drums.
Ačiū Jums žiūrėjusiems šį vaizdo įrašą. Gero Jums likusio vakaro. Siunčiu linkėjimus Raimundui, kuris taip pat filmavo šiuos vaizdus, kuriuos rodžiau. Ačiū tau. Iki visiems, iki kitų pasimatymų.